well, if you're the Son of God, you can do this. So this is what the devil, Satan, is saying to Yahawah, Jesus. Verse 4, but Yahawashi, Jesus, answered him, saying, it has been written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of Elohim. And so, Jesus, Yahawashi, is not messing around with Satan. He's telling him what the word says. And that's the only way to combat Satan is with the word. You got to say what the word says. You got to know what the word says. Yahawashi, Jesus, is the word. So he's full of the word. Everything about him is the word. The scripture said the word was made flesh. That's who he is. So he's going to always say exactly what the word says because he is the word. He said it has been written. So it had to be written for him to say it. Because once it's written, that's law. And the devil can't do anything against that. So he said, it has been written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of Elohim. And so what Yahawashi Jesus is quoting is in the Old Testament. It's written. And so it had to be written for him to quote that. So the New Testament is being written as he speaks. That's what Luke is doing. Luke has recorded all this, and it has become part of what we call the New Testament. But the Old Testament and the New Testament are in agreement. There's no contradiction, no conflict, no confrontation, nothing like that. They're in agreement. So what's said in the Old Testament is said in the New Testament. There's agreement. There's no conflict, no contradiction, or anything. So that's what people don't understand. They get to the New Testament and they think, okay, nothing has changed. Whatever is said in the Old Testament is still relevant in the New Testament. So Yahawashi Jesus said, it has been written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of Elohim. And so when he says man, he's talking about all of the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's what you got to understand. The Old Testament is written to all the 12 tribes of Israel. So the New Testament is written to all the 12 tribes of Israel. That's who it's written for, to, and about. Everybody else just have taken it out of context, taken and trying to make it apply to them, but it doesn't apply. And so Yahawashi Jesus said, you asking me to turn these stones into bread, but man shall not live by bread alone. Man shall live by every word of Elohim. All of the chosen people of Yahawah, the Most High, shall live by his word. We're not going to just live by bread alone. And so this is what Yahawashi Jesus answered the devil, Satan. Verse 5.